Welcome to today's vlog. Right now, I'm about to get my protein shake together. I haven't had my protein shake yet today. I gotta wash my shaker cup out real quick. Then I'm gonna throw in, probably, I'll do like 2.5 scoops of protein, and then I'll get my creatine in. I have bleach in this water. I got bleach. Some of that Dawn dish detergent or dish soap, and that helps get the smell out, especially when you are like me and you just let your protein cup sit around for a while with a little bit of protein left in it. Bleach gets the smell out real quick. All right, so protein of choice. I just get it from Amazon. I usually get 1 scoop. What do I usually get? Optimum Nutrition. But the name of it just escapes me right now. We're gonna put 3 scoops in here. Okay, let's do 2.5. We're gonna do 2.5 scoops of protein. Put that to the side. Then creatine of choice. Man, the brand of creatine doesn't really matter as long as you just get creatine monohydrate. As long as you get creatine monohydrate. Some people like the micronized. I kind of like this, just this version of it, the fluffier version, because to me, in my opinion, it just dissolves better in water or whatever. So that's the shake. All right, so we are in the garage. I've already pulled the car out of the garage. I've already set up the equipment, moved everything out the way. I actually set up the computer so you can be out here watching the games. And yeah, man. So we're gonna get a workout in. In today's workout, I really want to focus on getting my squats in, because my last workout was the 10th, and I completed everything, but when I got to the squats, I put 375 on there. I did 1 rep. The weight felt extremely heavy. I racked it. I didn't wait 5 minutes to try to do it again, and that's what I usually do. Once I do sets like that. So I didn't. I just quit on squats. So I definitely want to do 375 for at least 4 reps. On squats this workout, so stay tuned to see if that happens. All right, so we are to the working set on the OHP, 200 pounds. Let me see if I can offer one tip that I like to give people on the OHP is just basically to stay as tight as possible. Stay as tight as possible. Squeeze those glutes. And you don't necessarily have to make it a strict press to where it's like there's no movement. I like to have a little, little bounce in the bottom. Again, I'm not a competitor. I don't plan on competing in anything. So there aren't any rules or standards that I have to adhere to. In my opinion, if you can overhead press 225 with a little bounce in the bottom, I mean, you won in my book. To even be able to say that you can even do that, or whatever it is you can do, 185, 205, whatever it is a win to be able to do that. So yeah, that's just one piece of advice. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock this set out the way, and we're gonna move on to the next thing. All right, so I did that from the side just to show y'all how important it is to keep the bar in a straight line. So you want the bar going up and down. And the OHP is about moving your head out of the way. So when you're at the bottom, you want to start with that chin tucked. As you press the bar and you clear your head, then you want to start to bring everything through and focus on locking out. And then as you let the bar down again, you want to get your head up out the way. Right, so that's how you allow the bar to continuously go in a straight line. You know, you don't want to move the bar out, because if you do that, then you know that's pretty messed up for him. So yeah, we got pull-ups next. We at 205 next workout, so we're making progress, slowly but surely getting back to where we were. You know what I mean? I'm 20 pounds away from that 225, so you know, let's get it. So we got 300 on the bar. In the last workout, I believe I did, let me check real quick. Bench, I did 295 for 5. So this will actually be my first time touching 300. Now, no, in the last workout, I actually struggled on the 5th rep. So my warm-ups felt really good. So we're gonna see what happens. I'm gonna put it out there. I might just go straight through this. I might just do 300 for 5 right now. That's what I got in my head, so that's what we're gonna do. All right, so we got past 300. So the next time we bench press, it will be 305. I just want to highlight the importance of momentum. And once you start to build momentum, and you put yourself in a flow state to where you're like constantly moving in a direction that you want to go, like things become easier. I'm not saying that it's always going to be easy, but things become easier once you constantly put yourself in front of, you know, the obstacle that you're trying to overcome, the thing you're trying to obtain. You know, you just have to keep going. That's just the way it is. The gym is kind of like life in a sense. You know, the things you want, you have to keep going. You have to keep working for them. You can't let any distractions get in your way. You can't let doubt get in your way. You know, you really have to be your own, you know, you have to be your superhero. You know, you are your superhero. Ain't nobody coming to save you. Ain't nobody gonna come in here help me lift these weights. Ain't nobody gonna drive me to the gym. Ain't nobody gonna force me to get in here and get a workout in. So like, you know, you are the main character of the story. You know, how the story ends depends on you. I'm still kind of congested, if you can't tell. But yeah, like I'm excited. I'm not where I want to be yet. I have a lot of things that I still want to accomplish when it comes to this fitness thing and this YouTube in general, and with my body as well. So I'm just gonna keep going. But right now, I have the pin lay roll set up. We got 315. I usually just do 3 plates. I work my way up to 4 plates, and then I eventually work my way up to 5 plates. Try to do that about 10 times. So that's what we're going to do right now. All right, so we are making some progress. Right now I'm on to curls. I got 130 pounds on there. So I remember I was watching maybe was it a YouTube channel, or I've seen it on the YouTube channels. I've seen it on several YouTube channels. In fact, this is a very, very, very common thing you hear amongst like just lifting weights about variety and mixing your workouts up and mixing your exercises up. And my counter to that is why? You know, like why? Like if you're trying to get your arms bigger, why wouldn't you just pick an exercise that can hit the arms efficiently and just do that exercise until you become strong at it? I mean, it's that simple. I don't think you need to come or go into the gym and hit your muscles from a variety of angles. I think that's unnecessary. Now, if you're somebody who's trying to compete and be a bodybuilder and you need to get 1% better than the next person beside you, then hey, that might be the answer. But for the average person who's just trying to look good with their shirt off, you know, have some rips, some cuts, and be strong, I don't think that's necessary. I think you can go into the gym, you know, pick a couple of exercises that you like to do, make sure they're compound movements, and just do those exercises over and over and over and over and over until, you know, in your mind, you master it. And whatever that mastery looks like to you, whether that's 315 on the bench, 405 on the bench, 500 on the bench, until you get to where you want to go, you keep doing it, right? So that's just my philosophy on lifting weights. So remember when I told you I was going to start doing like more mobility stuff, especially now that I'm trying to like get my squat up back up to 405, to rep 405. I definitely have to do more mobility. I have a tight groin. I feel like my calves are tight, like everything in my lower body is tight. So I'm gonna show y'all a couple of the mobility drills or exercises that I'm going to be implementing from now on before I squat. So this first one's going to be, you basically take the plate, and I got these from Squat University, and just to let y'all know, you look them up on YouTube, he has a lot of drills and mobility exercises that might help you out. So go subscribe to Squat University. So we're just going to take this, hold it out in front of us, squat down as low as we can possibly get. Then we're going to pry our legs open with our elbows, and then we're just going to lean from side to side. You know, holding the weight out in front of you allows you to get a lot deeper than you normally will without the weight. And you just want to sit here and with your elbows just press out on your knees so you can get a real good stretch in that groin. And then you want to just kind of tilt from side to side. Get those knees over your toes so you can stretch out the quads a little bit. Keep that chest up. And then he also said you want to incorporate like some half squats. So come right here, pause for a second, go back down, maybe about 5 times, come up, put them glutes and everything starting to work, turn on, you see me shaking. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. So that's 1. Woo. But I'm burning already. The next one is another one where you're squatting down. You basically want to kind of do the same thing. It's open up that groin and stretch out the hamstrings. So come down, you squat, hands on your toes. You want to go all the way up, straighten those knees out. Kind of like pull yourself through. Do this about 10 times. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Okay. Ooh, that's really it. Last time I did close grip bench press, I did 275 for 4. And as you can see, I just did it for 5. Sometimes when I'm doing different exercises, one exercise can be left behind, so to say. Like I took a liking to dips, so I'll start doing dips more. I need to rotate and do like dips one day and close grip bench press the next day, just to keep them, that I'm doing them even. But you like to do what you like to do. So now I like doing dips more than close grip bench presses. So that's just what I do more. Like once I make my mind up to focus on a lift, that's what I do, and I'll tend to hit, the other variation of it. Not variation of it, but a different exercise that hits the same muscle group less frequently. But in an ideal world, I would just rotate the two evenly, so that way I get the same amount of work on the close grip bench press as I do on dips. So the mobility drills that I showed y'all, I did 2 rounds of those, and my lower body feels ready to go for these squats. So I'm going to do 3 sets, 135, 225, and then we're going to go straight to 375, which I'm going to get for 4 today, because I was a what, and I didn't really do it the right way the last time, so we're going to do it right this time. So we are finally to the part of the workout that we've all been waiting for. What am I going to do on these squats today? Now we got 375 on there. And like I said before, the last time I put this on, did 1 rep, it was fairly heavy. It felt like crazy heavy that day. So I'm like, hey, let me just go ahead and do this just one time. I didn't even try. I would usually try to re-rack it, wait 5 minutes, and then just get my mind into it and do it all over again. But I can't go from doing 370 for 5, and then I put 375 on here, which is 5 pounds heavier, and then like have it do me like that. You know what I mean? Like we ain't going out like that. You know what I mean? It's just a mindset thing. So we got 375 on here. I want to at least do 4. That's what I'm shooting for. So let's get it. Woo! That's a lot of pressure on my daggone thumb. Woo! I think the way that I was gripping the bar was kind of off. Like my thumb was in pain, as you can see. Got a little red mark, but I wasn't gonna let myself stop in the middle of that set. Felt good. 380 the next time. 375 won the last time, but we got 81 and 1. You know what I mean? You lose some, you gonna win some. But that is it for today's workout. Man, my kids told me that they was hungry, so got them some Wendy's. I'm about to eat some myself. Got me a 10-piece nugget. You know what I'm talking about? Spicy. With the ghost pepper ranch, you know what I mean? A little Sprite. A little Cinnabon, pull apart, little thing, you know what I'm talking about? But yeah, that's it, man. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me today. My hands are about to go numb because these wraps are on way too tight. All right, you gotta get out. Listen, you don't have to leave, but you gotta get up out of here. I'll see y'all next time.